Welcome back to Phenomenal Fantasy Wrestling, guys. How's it been going? Really just here to give you guys a quick recap. The last couple videos I've done have been me and my son doing a couple of fig hunts at the store. Walmarts have not been successful with the AEW figures lately. As you can see, we actually have a third video I haven't uploaded yet. Another Walmart, another no-go. Probably wait a little while before I upload that one. Don't want to overload with fig hunt after fig hunt after fig hunt. They're fun to do, but I don't know how much fun they are to watch somebody go in and, I guess it depends on the energy. But guys, we've now in our second week of doing the head-to-head competitions here at Phenomenal Fantasy Wrestling. I've enjoyed them. I've really just been kind of putting the matchups together. It's been so far so good. I've already put up the video for this next week's Hell in a Cell matchups. Look like some good matchups coming up. Like I've said, if you guys want to cut promos on each other, have a little fun with it, be my guest. I just put one up on the group page. Wearing a Dark Order mask, calling out Blanky. I think, right now, William is in the lead. He's the only one that's 3-0. After NXT, a lot of ties on NXT. There wasn't many, just 5 matches, so it wasn't a whole lot of give and take on that one. Everybody kind of had the same mindset going into it, and if you didn't, you only really disagreed on one match, and you disagreed on this one, she disagreed on that one, or he disagreed on that one, and you both were wrong, or you both were, it ended up a tie a lot of the time. I think majority of this past week's matchups ended in a tie. Luckily, against all odds, I did pretty good for that one. But, they had, I think, 9 matches, so there was a lot of room for error. There was a lot of room for back and forth, a lot of room for different, predictions either way. So I think that one, there weren't as many ties. I don't think there were any ties during All Against All Odds. I think that one turned out really well. Plenty of matches. Hopefully Hell in a Cell will be the same. Right now they've only got 5 matches posted. I assume Friday after SmackDown we'll have at least 1 or 2 more. If I had to guess, Seth Rollins and Cesaro is going to be on there. I think I saw they were doing Shinsuke versus Baron Corbin this week on SmackDown. If not, I would predict that would be at Hell in a Cell with them fighting over the crown and stuff. So maybe 1 or 2 matches left to be announced for that. I'd also predict maybe pre-show match, Mandy and Dana taking on Tamina and Natalya after they brawled, tag title match. I didn't finish Raw yet, so I can't be sure as to what came of that. I've only watched about half of Raw so far. Did watch all of NXT. Samoa Joe's return, wonderful. Loved it. Think him as the enforcer for Regal is a lot better than him taking over as GM. I think they give a little bit more for him to do in that role. Physically, as a GM, you can't be as physical as an enforcer. You got that whole can't be physical unless you're provoked. So I love that aspect of it. But really, I just wanted to get on here, give everybody a quick recap what we got going on. The season's coming up, July 10th, which is only a few weeks away, guys. This week we got Hell in a Cell head-to-heads. Then I think we're pretty good until the 11th, which is the day after the draft, with Best in the World, and that will be our last head-to-head of this opening contest, where the winner of the what I thought was going to be 3 head-to-head matches turned into, so far, I think there's 5. NXT surprised me. I didn't realize they have their pay-per-view NWAs to start out the season. surprised me. I didn't realize that was coming up. So, we went from 3 to 5, and I've enjoyed it so far. So yeah, July 10th also. I posted it in the group page. I got tickets for the Ringgold Rush, I think it was called, for Wrestling for a Cause. So may do a little something different with the draft so that I can make that show. Matt Cardona, Luke Gallows going to be there. I think Rich Swann was on the card. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to do that. Think they're going to take my daughter with me to that one. She usually goes to the wrestling events with me. My son, I take him, but he's kind of hesitant. Surprising. My daughter's more into it than my son is. She doesn't watch it with me, but, going, she enjoys going. She gets into the action. So that's fun. But yeah, I just keep looking at my computer screen because, seeing if there's anything I want to touch on for our group. But I think we're good. So you guys just keep following, keep doing the chat, keep checking the group page. I'm going to have something coming up. Just a poll. Make sure, I would assume everybody who's doing these head-to-heads are going to be in the season with us. I think we've got 25 people right now playing the head-to-heads. So if every one of them does a draft, it's going to be our biggest season yet, and it's going to be our longest season. So it's working out perfect for us. That being said, also, I'm also going to put up a poll. Like I said, I've got that show on the 10th of July, so I might see if you guys want to break up the draft into 2 days. I was thinking we could do, hold on, tag teams, Raw, SmackDown, NXT on the 10th, and then AEW, Impact, and our wild cards on the 11th. Just so it doesn't take all day. Obviously, I want to do it when it's best for everybody. Also, if you're not going to be able to join us, you can make a list. Like I've said before, you can copy the superstar list that I have on the group page right now under the announcements. I do need to update that, so don't do it yet, because, I know that Braun Strowman and them are still on there. I haven't updated it since the end of last season. But we'll copy that. You can just number who you want. You don't have to put them in any sort of order. I can do that myself. You just got to put a number when you want this person. And if they're available at that number, at that time, I will give them to you. So you don't have to be present for the draft. There are many ways to do this draft without being stuck with the bottom of the barrel. And I don't usually stick people at the bottom of the barrel unless you just aren't active. But, like I said, 25 people are playing right now. 25 people are active. It's great. I love that number, 25. I'd like to get one more so the head-to-heads are all even. Or, this past weekend we had 2 people who didn't send any head-to-head predictions. So, you're not required to do the head-to-heads. You draft your roster, we'll score you on that. The head-to-heads are just an extra little bonus that, we're going to do, and it's so far fun for me. So it's not required, but I think everybody who's participating is enjoying it. The feedback's great so far. Let me know down below here. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel. I'm going to be doing updates during the season. I'm going to be doing every Sunday, just breakdown of how things are going. Who's winning, put up the spreadsheet. If I can find a way to put it up on the screen where you guys can see it. I'm working with my phone here, so need to learn all these little tips and tricks, as we go along through the season. I'm sure I'll pick them up, how to do things. So, You guys just stick with me. We're going to have a great season. Thank you guys. Bye.